Today we're going to talk about bladder problems and how it relates to Social Security disability. Recently there was a company in Chicago that's being criticized in regards to their monitoring of their employees' bathroom breaks. What happened is this company has installed these swiper cards on the bathroom. So when the employees go to the bathroom, they swipe the card, and then somebody at the company monitors how many times they swipe their card a day. Okay, and so if you go over a certain amount a day, then it throws in a red flag to the HR department. HR calls you in and they give you a warning, either a verbal, written, or they could even terminate you for something like that. And what is going to flag you for that, the time frame, is 6 minutes a day. Okay, and so that seems a little excessive for most people. One, that a company would monitor how many times you're going to the bathroom. And then two, that they're giving you only 6 minutes a day to do this. Okay? In regards to Social Security, how that relates, if you're having bladder problems, you should consider applying for Social Security. And it may sound silly, and you may be like, Elizabeth, you're crazy, I don't need to apply for Social Security just because I go to the bathroom 3 times in an hour. Well, you know what? That's a significant accommodation that your employer would need to make for you to keep you on the job. Especially if you're working in a factory or a production line where you really need to be on the job, focusing for a certain time frame out of the day to be able to get it completed. So when you think about whether you're going to qualify for Social Security in regards to whatever limitations or problems you may be having physically or mentally, think about what the average person would need to do to complete a job. So what is the average employee going to be that this employer is looking for? And typically when we're talking about Social Security and your ability to work, they look for somebody who is able to be there consistently in the morning, on time, and several times throughout the month. You can't be absent from a job more than 2 or 3 times a month, because if you are, then you're not going to be able to be employed at that job. An employer is not going to be able to make that type of accommodation for you. Another thing that employers look for is whether you're able to stay on task for a certain block of time. Regular breaks for a normal job are 15 minutes in the morning, a half an hour for lunch, and then 15 minutes in the afternoon. Okay? And so in that time frame, you should be using the restroom. If you have to use the restroom outside of those normal break periods, then it may cause many accommodations that an employer can't have for that. So you may think it's silly that you're going to the bathroom all the time and you don't need to apply for Social Security, but if you're going on the hour every hour, then that pulls you away from your job for at least 5 minutes. I mean, it takes you a little bit to get to the bathroom, to use the restroom, and then get back on the job. It could be 5 minutes, it could be 10 minutes. And if you're in a factory, that's a lot of time out of the day that you're off the job. So when you think about applying for Social Security, look at the type of accommodations you require or the type of breaks that you require, and see if you think that that fits in with what an average employee would be able to do. And if you have questions about it, seek out an attorney, a Social Security attorney. They're going to be able to tell you pretty quickly whether those accommodations are going to qualify you for disability or not.